this with employment lawyer Laura Milne. And Laura, why do you think women don't know enough about their rights during pregnancy and maternity?
I think there's just a general lack of awareness overall with both employers and employees alike. They need to understand the law, which is somewhat complicated because it can cover a wide variety of incidents and issues in connection with pregnancy and maternity leave.
It's seen as well by many employers, pregnancy and birth as a negative because women are going to be off, they're going to be being paid while they're off, they're not going to be doing their job. But do you think that the debate needs to be changed really into the positives of pregnancy?
I think we need to put it in context. We now employ more working mothers than ever before. It's increased to 74% of working mothers. We also engage almost 5 million working mothers within the UK. So whilst it's worrisome that ACAS have reported this increase in calls, 14,000 calls in connection with 5 million working mothers is only a small proportion of working mothers. So I think in proportion to the amount of people working out there with children and becoming pregnant, we need to be careful not to overextend that. They need to understand their rights, and employers obviously need to understand what they need to do when someone is pregnant. But there's a balance to be struck.
But the ACAS, the Equality and Human Rights Commission study back in 2016, that showed 3/4 of the women that they'd spoke to reported a negative experience.
Yes, exactly. Again, they spoke to three.
Isn't it?
Exactly. It was a fair amount. They spoke to 3,200 women and they spoke to 3,000 employers. So when you're looking at the quantity of employers and the quantity of employees in the UK who are pregnant or who have children, it's a small proportion of the UK working population, the female working population as a whole. So yes, I absolutely welcome the ACAS guidelines. I think it's brilliant. All employers should read it. But we don't need to go in all guns blazing. I think most employers today do look after their pregnant employees and they do know what to do when someone announces their pregnancy.
The employers know what to do, but it's about letting the employees know as well, isn't it? As
yes,
you say,
absolutely.
You get your pension pack, which gives you all the information you need to know and tells you where you can go and get advice if you want to get independent advice. But I don't remember getting a pregnancy pack, and I'm sure most employers don't issue such a thing that tells women what they're entitled to.
They should, and the first thing that all employers should do, and certainly off the back of today, is they should look at the ACAS guidelines and draw up a policy. It's very simple. You can probably download one from a variety of places on the internet. Download a maternity and pregnancy policy, pop that into your staff handbook, issue that to all staff, and the next thing all employers should do, as soon as someone announces their pregnancy, you have a meeting and you have a letter that goes out to the employee that explains all of their rights and responsibilities in relation to their work while they're pregnant and on maternity leave.
Do you have any concerns that these putting these documents out there, putting all these regulations out there, could make employers feel that women of childbearing age are too onerous a burden, and that actually it's something else that they will hold against a woman if she was going for a job?
Again, I think it's a small proportion of employers that truly believe that. I haven't come across that. Most employers that I meet in my day-to-day life know how to treat people fairly. They understand that to have a productive company, you should be inclusive, there should be diversity. And so that naturally includes working mothers. That naturally includes mothers that are going to be pregnant during a period of time when they're at work.
Okay, Laura Milne, employment lawyer, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.